and
Go drink! Like, this is way too fast. Anybody. Oh no!
Yeah, the Y ones especially. Oh no, sometimes they just seem to swerve in from diagonals. But yeah, basing it off of color is probably sufficient.
But yeah, since they're not coming in vertically, it makes it even harder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if the A and the Y buttons were flipped around, it would have been good for me.
I can't. This is miserable. It's actually starting to hurt my fingers too. That was the final round, but that was bad. Well, I still did better than you, and that was the final round. Close enough. But yeah, that is actually potentially one of the hardest. That's one of the hardest, quote-unquote, rhythm anythings I've ever had to do.
And that's not because you're partially inebriated.
No, that definitely helps, but like, I've never played much Rock Band or Guitar Hero, so it doesn't help that much.
I played a ton of Rock Band, but that you're using an instrument and you're not... Okay.
Congratulations, you have won! Here's your prize.
Watch, you would have won regardless of what score
probably.
you got.
I'm kind of curious what would have happened if I had just done nothing and sat there. I was kind of hoping it would be one of those where we'd lose and then go on a rampage. Just fight everybody. Oh well. Anyway, let's go to the graveyard. I would like to beat this zone before we end
Stop
for the night.
Yeah.
Though I do need to play a little bit of Dragon Quest one way or another. Because I hadn't been playing it because my hand hurt, and using a controller was kind of worse.
So,
and then we ended up
didn't you
playing
say
a
that
bunch
you
of
could actually have battles fulfill themselves?
Yeah, so, well, but it was my left hand that was hurting. It's interesting. Right now, it's my right hand that's causing the most amount of problems, and it's mainly just because I had to mash a bunch of buttons there. Well,
let's go crash this ghost party.
But yeah, the game will play itself. I think that's one of those games where I might just go off camera, do like grind like 5-10 levels or something like that, and then just turn it on autopilot for much of the rest of the game, just so I can sit back and have fun. I mean, it is really a really good game. It's super formulaic and very basic almost. You know, not much has changed between Dragon Quest VI and Dragon Quest XI. But I'm not really bothered by that. You know? Like,
well,
it's one of those
there are games where they never do change from one iteration to the next.
But it's like, it's always
stories.
consistently good. And they're not common enough that I feel like I'm being fed the same game year after year.
Oh, zombie!
Another zombie mole.
It really does look like a zombie mole because of the nose and then the...
Well, no, it is absolutely a zombie mole. Let's see. But you know, it's not like Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed, which has like...
coins in the tree? Interesting.
Okay. Which, you know, for a while, they were putting out like 1 to 2 games a year.
Oof.
And it's just like, you know, I'm not interested in playing a game that often. And like, it works for some people, but...
It's interesting how games and movies have sped up their timetables. It used to be that you had to wait 3 years for the next movie in a franchise to come out.
What's up, my dudes? Trying to get to the party at the cemetery? Me too. Me too. Hammer.
Oh, he's doing the poke thing.
Yeah. I vaguely remember these guys.
I still wonder who came up with the idea of, hey, let's have praying mantis ants with the rear of a race car, essentially.
I don't know.
But yeah, it seems like video games and movies have gone on a much swifter timetable to keep up with demand.
Well, so a lot of it has to do with, like, especially with 3D and, like, visual effects and stuff, you can
make a lot of set pieces and environments.
And it's very easy to reuse them.
Well, the other thing, too, is I think for the Harry Potter franchise, after a while, they were just saying, hey, you know, the children are going to be aging way too swiftly.
Yeah, they had to go fast on that one.
They had to go fast because the child actors were aging
After a
so
certain
swiftly.
point, Emma Watson was going to be too attractive for Hermione Granger.
And then the whole thing with just the fact that it really was, in the context of the story, it was just every book was a new year for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they had to keep up with their age, but then...
I mean, but luckily in that one, though, they had the script. They knew exactly what was going to happen.
People tend to be able to play characters that are younger than they are. It's a little bit more difficult to play characters that are older.
Yeah, it varies.
But then also, too, they can keep costumes and set pieces. Especially, I mean, it took place at Hogwarts for, you know, all the films. So, I actually haven't seen all the Harry Potter films. I probably should someday.
I haven't either. I'm not that interested.
Yeah, I suppose once again, with the whole, like, genres that I'm interested in, it's interesting. I suppose it appeals to kids that are still in school, especially, to have a series about magical school, superhero school.
So even now, I'm still pining after the idea of a more in-depth and less dramatic magical school story.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Harry Potter actually was only satisfying for the first, like, 2 to 3 books. And then after that, they were barely even doing school stuff. And it was much more about, like, rah, 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 Voldemort. And, like, for me, I lost interest. I didn't like the overall plot. I found it to be, like, engaging but uninteresting. Whereas, like, you know, magical school stuff, not a whole lot of magical school stuff out there.
Well, I would say that pretty much because of Harry Potter, it became such
More
an
common?
entrenched genre.
I guess? I still haven't found any that I like, though.
Nah.
These woods are very tricky. Sometimes you'll think you're on the right path, when you're actually hopelessly lost. Here's a tip. Sometimes the higher ground isn't the right path.
Interesting. You might have to actually take the low road.
Oh, that's cool that there's a thing that actually tells me where it's gonna go now. That's cool. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. I would still prefer that games and films focus on quality as opposed to just how swiftly they can pump them out.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like, I mean, I brought up Ubisoft earlier. Like, they're learning.
Mm-hmm. By what was Ubisoft's biggest failure as of late? Whoop. Are you stuck?
Well, Ubisoft used to put out an Assassin's Creed game every year.
Mm-hmm. But it was just too much.
Well, yeah, people didn't like it after a while. Their sales dropped. And, like, I think they were still remaining profitable, but, you know, their sales dropped, the quality dropped.
I mean, it could have also depended on the time periods that they were
Well,
employing.
sort of. So, like, the quality kind of peaked around Assassin's Creed 2, and it's, like, not expansions, but, like, sequels. There was, like, Revelations and, like, a bunch of other stuff. And by 3, I think a lot of people kind of lost interest. They changed the formula and it didn't work so great. Because we tried 3 and were utterly bored by it. If you recall.
Yeah, and the thing is, I remember seeing my friend's brother playing parts of 1, and I didn't really like it.
Like, Origins comes out in, like a week or a couple of days, even? And I'm
Is
like...
that the Greek one?
Yeah, that's the Greek one. And I'm, like, mildly tempted by it just because it's like...
Well, I also like the fact that they allow you to choose between having a male and a female.
Yeah, and for me
character.
that's incredibly compelling, especially because the female character is markedly more interesting looking and sounding than the dude. The dude is just kind of generic McGruff man.
That's why I always liked seeing female Commander Shepard as opposed to the male one. There's something about I think they based the design of the male Commander Shepard off of a specific model.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
It was like a Dutch model or like a Belgian model or something. And like, I actually liked it because he looked like a... Well, he animated really well.
Well...
Because the mocap was real good for him. Because it was just straight up his face. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to make a Truck Shepherd at some point.
Truck?
Yeah, Truck Shepherd. It's from Monster Factory in from the McElroy brothers, but effectively...
Oh, you mean where they are able to push the sliders past their normal
Yeah,
limits.
past the normal things using like a mod or whatever. Ow. And so they had like some dude whose face was like horrifying.
It was really sad how beyond the default faces it was actually... Well, yeah, it was really difficult to make one that looked good.
Yeah. And so, like, I'd love to do, like, a short series on Truck Shepherd, just as a dumb joke, as well, just because I'm not exactly gonna say I'm an unoriginal hack, but it would just be kind of fun to be like, oh, that was a neat idea, I'd like to try it myself. Yeah, they're using a save editor tool. Yeah. But, you know, I'd love to give that a go on my end, just because it's like, yeah, that seemed like a really
You just
fun,
like crazy
stupid
character
thing.
creation in
I
general.
love making horrible character creations.
Because you were talking about how you have no real interest in playing MMOs except to mess around with their character
Well,
creators.
there's like a lot
Aeon.
of MMOs I have no interest in, like Blade and Soul, for example. I'm sure people enjoy it, but like, I have only a passing interest in it because it's, you know,
I mean, that's a martial arts one. I'm not too fond of.
it's not even
the
like the martial arts
genre.
thing. It's just like,
I mean, I like watching.
the only MMO that I'm like passingly interested in is Destiny-ish, because it's just like, you can beat it in, you know, X amount of hours, like get to the end game in X amount of hours, and then get raid geared in not too long of a period of time and stuff, and it's like, you know, fairly small and whatnot. The idea of MMOs being these like massive games with massive parties and stuff, you know, that's a little tougher nowadays. People don't really have the time for it, or the interest, or like a bunch of other stuff. At least I don't.
That was a long way down.
Yep. And so for me, like, the idea of, you know, playing WoW, it was fun, but it wasn't fun. Like, it was very relaxing.
It was like a laundry list of things to do without real... I mean, there was plot definitely there, but...
But it's kind of like, compared to I mean, even compared to this, like, this game is linear. It doesn't waste my time. I mean, it kind of does, but no more or less than, like, you know, a lot of other games.
Oh.
And, you know, I'm going to be able to finish this and put it aside. And say, like, yeah, I beat Underhero. You know, maybe there's a couple of MMOs that I'll play. Like, I bring up Destiny. But, like, Destiny has an end. It just has some
Isn't
kind
it
of
interesting?
raids. What?
The whole concept of finishing a game or completing a game is beat a game. Beating probably used to be more in line with arcade games because you really were in an adversarial relationship with the arcade game because you were feeding it money.
That's true.
Every time you lost. So to beat it would be to triumph over it. Whereas I wouldn't necessarily consider it a triumph to complete a very linear story game.
Where do you think you're going? Ghosts only.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Ghosts only.
Oh. Wait, what?
How? Ghosts only. Where do you think you're going? Ghosts only. Ghosts only.
Oh no. Well, we can't die and turn into a ghost.
I don't think.
That'd be weird.
Oh,
Oh, Handy! Of course.
Andy, it's been ages. Where you been, mate? Any luck with your body biz? Ugh.
Touchy subject. Would you mind letting us in?
Well, living peeps aren't allowed inside, but what the heck? Andy's friends are my friends too. Plus, the boss ain't around, so, well, mostly because the boss is not here. Come on in.
Yay!
1 second.
Handy came in handy.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Sorry for the bad pun there.
Okay. Hey, we might or might not have met before. I work in the manor. Well, actually, I work outside the manor upper floors, guarding a chest.
Oh,
I
hey.
got tired of that. I think I'm gonna unwind here for a while.
So now you can grab that chest. Oh, hey, there's all the brothers.
Hey, it's you guys. Thanks again for the help. Right, little bros? Thanks! Let's party sometime.
Oh, no. Is that Olakis?
Yeah, Dlakis.
Or Delakis?
I don't know. It's been years, Jessica. You won't beat me.
Same here, you doofus.
I bet you blink first. Do you even have eyelids?
Ah.
I think they're going to ignore your comments, Ellie.
The realization of staring for eternity is too terrifying, huh?
Here's to another decade of your contest.
I'll win.
You wish.
I like that song.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, come here, baby. Don't be mad. Give me some sugar.
Don't touch me, you smooth-talking fool.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Come on, dude. Get down from there. You're the designated driver. Come on.
But if he's the designated driver, no, that's not possible.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, there's a saves point
Yeah, we
here.
might have like a mid-boss or something. Been a while. Drank! I named this character appropriately.
For the coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee drinking.
I'm glad they listed on this on Twitch, even if people don't want to watch it. What's this guy sell? Basic stuff.
Okay, so there are platforms. Anima.
This tastes gross.
Oh, get out of here.
What? What did you say? The music is really loud here.
Oh, get out of here.
What?
Ah, never mind. I don't know, man. Come on, man. It's fine. Don't be such a square. Wow. That's like legitimately offensive. I'm sorry, man. You're just a two-faced idiot. What? I don't. Oh, I get it because of the mask. Yeah, it's not nice, is it?
This reminds me of something else City would sing.
Yeah, kinda. What do we got over here? This is a considerable amount of distance to get anywhere. I was expecting
It looks
this
like
to be
we've looped
quick,
around the
but
manor at this point.
We've been here for ages. It feels like half the oh.
Oh, that's it.
That's all of them. We can face the Baron now.
After you're done with your preparations, head towards the manor's basement. The room with the odd painting of Greg? Oh, sorry, that was the wrong intonation. The odd room with the painting of Greg. Oh no, it's the dark. It's the dark version of Drank?
Hold it right there. You're the one who took the legendary weapon of the hero. Give it to me immediately. Ah!
Ah! Do you know what this means, kid?
Huh?
You have a rival now.
You're one step closer to becoming a true hero.
Silence. I'm no one's rival. You're not strong enough to even be called my rival.
He's so full of himself, too. I'm so proud of you, kid.
Enough. You'll give me the weapon or you'll die here.
Sure. Bring it on, Gray Kid. Let's see if you're worthy.
Excuse the interruption, but are you perhaps fighting by any chance? Stay out of this, you blob. Just like I thought. Ahem. Yo, you guys! There's a fight over here! Fight, 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 fight! Fight, fight! Ugh. Oh, it's an actual fight?
People are throwing their cans at you. Wait, it's just
Okay, so I can't use,
gonna keep running and trying to slash at you from above? Whoa, now the side. Hey, that Gray Kid, one of his eyes glows. What? Don't think that hammer is going to work, dude.
I actually have no idea how to hit this guy.
Maybe you have to parry?
Ooh, fight harder! You weaklings, fight for my amusement.
Oh no, he's got... You need a slash.
Aw.
How do you...
I don't know, I
How
can't
do you
figure out
beat
how to
him?
hit him. Because he has a lot of, like, out-of-battle hits, but also... I don't know. This, like, might actually be too much for semi-drunk me.
Yeah, and I've been incredibly tired.
Let's give it one more try. See if I can figure out to even hit him. Maybe shield and strike. I could try parrying, but it doesn't actually attack you. Oh, when he's stuck in the ground? Yeah, that seems reasonable. He just only did the get stuck in the ground thing very occasionally. But yeah, parrying is always the answer. It could be. Unfortunately, most of his attacks take place outside of battle, quote-unquote, even though it's...
Well, in battle, though, you can shield yourself.
Well, that's parrying. But in battle, he doesn't really attack. He's just sitting there and he counters you.
And he sends a lot of ranged attacks with the sword. One of his eyes glows when he's about to strike. Okay.
Maybe I can parry it.
There.
Oh, snap.
Well, he's stuck. Yeah.
What's it?
I think he just slashed you right then and there.
Yeah, he does. He's got a lot of kind of jerkish random hits I don't really like.
Okay. Great.
Oh, I can do some damage to him. Okay. We got this. But yeah, it does look like you're supposed to parry him.
I mean, he is a very swift rapier-wielding enemy. Using a fencing foil by the looks of it.
I wonder if he's like... I wonder if he's the kid. The previous hero.
Oh, you mean if the previous hero hadn't died or had been revived? I don't...
Yeah, who knows?
That seems a tad bizarre. If he really just wants the sword back.
His eye kind of glows before he attacks, but like not really.
It blinks a couple times. Have any potions?
I straight up am too tired. Christ. I have no more potions.
Oh no. Ready now.
Nope.
Oh.
See, he's got like too many yeah, I can't do this right now. It might take a couple of tries, but like
Wait, was he upside down?
maybe. I don't know. But I don't have the reflexes for that. That's part of the reason why I've been holding off on recording this. Cause I pretty much, hand issues. I'm not very fast, and I'm drunk, and I'm tired.
Probably should not have gotten the rum and cola just because the characters in the game were drinking rum and cola.
This is entirely true. But either way, we'll be back to this in a day or two. Gotta pretty much cycle this with Crosscode, and then my solo series. But I promise next time, I'm gonna be drunk, and I'll be significantly less tired.
Yeah, you're not gonna have goat sleep peer
when
pressure.
He's red, you can engage. Oh, you can't engage. Oh, I see. He's got the unhappy face. I gotcha.